What up, everyone? It's your boy Floz and we have another Beyblade Battles IRL video. Still working on a title. I haven't come up with anything clever yet. In the Beyblade Metal Saga, which is the only true Beyblade there is, the biggest tournament of the first series, the what was it called? Battle Bladers. I don't know why I forgot it for a minute. Battle Bladers, the biggest tournament, what the entire series led up to. Just how would it go in real life? Well, that's what I'm here to figure out. The tournament had 16 contenders, 15 battles, and yeah, the winner, the winner was obviously going to be Jenga. He's the main protagonist of the show. He has to win. I mean, it only makes sense. But would that happen in real life, though? Let's start the first round of battles and see how it turns out.
The first battle is between Storm Capricorn and Dark Bull. Let it rip. Let it rip. Historically, Capricorn has been known to have the worst spin track and performance tip combination. And yet, he somehow lasted longer than I thought he would. Dark Bull moves on. The next battle was between Dark Gasher and Flame Sagittario. Let it rip. Let it rip. Dark Asher has a change height 145, 125 spin track. I forget which one it is. And I believe I have it set to its extended height. And Sagittarius spin track is the claw 145, giving it extra attack power, which... Oh! Looks like it... Yep, the claws definitely came in handy right there. Sagittario wins and moves on to the next round. Next battle is Earth Virgo versus Thermal Pisces, both very strong stamina types. Let it rip. Let it rip. The Eternal Shock performance tip is definitely one of the strongest performance tips. Well, in terms of stamina anyway. I don't know how it's going to fare against Virgo's Gravity Ball 145 spin track. 145, 125, I don't know. I don't remember the goddamn numbers. But it looks like Pisces is starting to lose its balance. Virgo is maintaining great balance right now. And yeah, Pisces is out. Virgo moves on to the next round. Next up is Flame Libra. Definitely one of, if not the strongest stamina type in Metal Fusion. Against Pegasus. Which, given the rubber performance tip, I think is going to be out pretty quickly. Unless it can land one solid hit. Let it rip. Let it rip. Let's hold this down in place. Pegasus is, of course, wasting a lot of power by attacking the very edge of the stadium. That by the time it attacks Libra, it's going to have... Oh, never mind. It has a bit of strength behind its attacks. Oh, it's actually knocking Libra off balance. It actually did land some pretty good hits, but ultimately was not enough against Libra. The next battle was Rock Leone versus Rock Orso. The Battle of the Rocks. Let it rip. Let it rip. Both are pretty strong defense types. Leone with a wider performance tip might cause a bit of... I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but right now it seems to just... Oh, I was about to say they're constantly tornadoing each other, but never mind. They're getting some hits in. Oh! It seems Rock Orso is doing most of the launching. And it seems that Leone is not able to get any solid hits in, resulting in Leone's ultimate defeat. Rock Orso is the one moving on to the next round. The next battle was Evil Gemios versus Earth Eagle. Let it rip. Let it rip. Gemios, I believe, is a balanced type, despite looking like a pretty good stamina type. Eagle, I believe, is a defensive type, if not a balance. I don't remember what Eagle is. I can... who knows? But with the design of Eagle's fusion wheel, it doesn't allow for much attacking because it just slides right off in a way. But all those small attacks are able to cause a lot of damage, ultimately resulting in Eagle Yeah, because it doesn't look like Gemios has lost any balance. Whereas Eagle just graciously loses its stamina. Gemios moves on to the next round. Next up was Poison Serpent versus Rock Aries. Let it rip. Let it rip. Oh! Both these bays have high defensive power. Aries with the Eternal Defense Spin. Oh! They apparently have pretty good attacking power too. Each one delivering blow after blow, but it looks like Serpent was not enough. Aries is the one that moves on to the next round. The final battle of round 1, the reverse rotation Lightning El Drago versus the normal rotation Storm Aquario. Let it rip. And let it rip. Oh. Gotta hold this in place. The opposing forces of reverse rotation and normal rotation. El Drago, because it is a reverse rotation bay, is able to absorb its opponent's spin strength and turn it into its own. That's mainly for like Medio El Drago, but still reverse rotation in itself. And El Drago lasted very slightly longer than Aquario, so El Drago moves on to the next round.
Okay, so out of those first 8 battles, only 3 of them had the same result of the anime. Dark Bull, Sagittario, and El Drago were the only 3 that had the same result as the anime. All the others were different. So we're already going to have a vastly different outcome than the damn anime did. But enough chit-chat, let's move on to the second round of battles.
The first battle of the second round is Rock Orso versus Dark Bull. Let it rip. Let it rip. In the anime, it was actually Leon to make it to the next round and not Orso, so this is already quite different from the anime. Bull's landing a few good hits on Orso, but it looks like Orso's defenses are holding up pretty nicely. Whereas it looks like Bull's stamina is starting to run out. Oh! Yep, Orso lasted ever so slightly longer, so Orso moves on yet again to the next round. The next battle, which was not seen in the anime at all, was Earth Virgo versus Flame Libra. Both of these guys lost in the anime, and yet they're winning in real life. Let's see how this battle is going to turn out. Let it rip. Let it rip. Alright, Libra has the exact same spin track and performance tip that Thermal Pisces did. So is it going to be able to perform the same as Pisces, or maybe even slightly better? Virgo's fusion wheel doesn't allow for many attacks to really pierce through. Plus the flame fusion wheel isn't that much of an attacking... Oh! Libra is off balance. And he's not allowing Virgo to get another hit underneath him. But that's ultimately not enough. Virgo yet again moves on to the next round. The next battle is Rock Aries versus Flame Sagittario. Let it rip. Let it rip. In the anime, Aries was not the one to win, but instead it was Serpent. And because of how high Sagittario is, he's able to deliver a lot of attacks from above. Let's hope it just doesn't leave his underside too far exposed, because stamina types, once thrown off balance, can't really seem to get it back. But which one's going to win? Aries defense or Sagittario stamina? Right now it's actually looking like Sagittario stamina. The claws on the spin track are delivering a good amount of damage, and Aries has stopped spinning. Sagittario moves on to the next round. Alright, the last battle, round 2, is Lightning El Drago versus Evil Gemios. Let it rip. And let it rip. Alright, if El Drago can land just a few good hits on Gemios, then I believe it could throw it off its balance. Which actually already looks like it's starting to do. He just needs to get a good few hits, get a good couple hits to the underside of Gemios, but it's not letting up. Oh, El Drago actually stopped spinning first. Gemios moves on to the semifinals.
Okay, now we already have a completely different setup for the semifinals than the anime did. Very different. And now the final's going to have to end up being a Dark Nebula Bay versus a non-Dark Nebula Bay. Which matchup do you think we're going to be seeing in the end? I do know who I'm rooting for. Who are you rooting for? Tell me in the comments. I'm not going to see them until the entire video is over. But let's move on to the semifinals.
First match of the semifinals is Earth Virgo versus Flame Sagittario. Yet another battle of the stamina. Let it rip. Let it rip. Alright, both of these are pretty powerful stamina types. But again, Sagittario, like Libra and Pisces, has a rather high fusion wheel. So if it can get a few... So if Virgo can deliver a good few hits to the underside of Sagittario, it can throw it off balance. But right now they seem pretty even. Sagittario is not losing its balance at all. Oh. Virgo got a pretty... Oh, he's getting some hits to the underside. Oh, but wait a minute. Virgo's actually losing some balance himself. Sagittario actually lasted a little bit longer than Virgo this time. So Sagittario will be moving on to the final round. The second battle of the semifinals is Rock Orso versus Evil Gemios. Let it rip. Let it rip. Let's see which one of these guys is going to be facing Sagittario in the final round. It looks like the Evil Wheel up against the Rock Wheel can cause for a lot of backlash, or recoil, whatever the word I'm looking for is. But it looks like Orso is not letting Gemios off easily, delivering attack after attack, throwing it off balance. Yep, I think we know who the winner is. Gemios has stopped, meaning Orso moves on to the final round.
There is just one battle left, and it is between Rock Orso and Flame Sagittario. An outcome that, at the beginning of the video, I did not see coming, but interesting nonetheless. Which of these two bays is going to win? Let's check it out.
Not gonna lie, I did not see this coming. The final battle is between Rock Orso and Flame Sagittario. Neither of which... Orso didn't even make it past the first round in the damn anime, and Sagittario got absolutely destroyed by Serpent in the anime, and yet now they're both in the final battle. Let's see who wins. Let it rip. Let it rip. I am really rooting for Sagittario in this. I loved Kenta in the anime. I really want Sagittario to win. I feel... Okay, that was pretty big hit. Orso has moved Sagittario out of the middle and has taken center stage, not allowing Sagittario anywhere in the middle. I should also mention that Orso has... Oh, never mind. Oh, the claws are working against Sagittario, and that settles it. Sagittario has lost, meaning the winner of Battle Bladers in real life is Rock Orso, if it can fucking focus. There we go. Rock Orso is the winner of Battle Bladers in real life. Did not see that coming.
And there you have it. The champion of Battle Bladers IRL is Rock Orso. By some weird miracle, Rock Orso wins. And I will say this was a fun one. If you want to see some different sort of ways that Battle Bladers could have gone, that's the video idea I've had, but I don't know if I want to do yet. You let me know if you want to see that. And any other Beyblade video ideas that you want to suggest to me, I'm open to hearing them. I can't say words. I'm having a stroke. But anyway, for now, I've been Floz. This has been Battle Bladers IRL, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.